Hey everybody, how's it going? James here, and back with another video. I've been slacking a bit. It's been a while since I made any videos at all. Holidays, were amongst us, so I didn't do much there, and then I just kind of been not doing much. So I tend to get bored with the game towards the end of the month. After I reach Legend, I don't really do much. But either way, so today I wanted to show you guys a deck that I've been wanting to play for a long time, and it is a Ward Sorcerer deck. And currently, this sparked my interest again because I saw a post. Bear with me here. I'll try to get the link in the description. But I seen a post on Reddit. I believe it was by CVH, and it was like a meta snapshot post, and it was showing like the top tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 deck list. And this was in the tier 1 category, so I thought, well, I've been wanting to play that anyways, and it's supposedly a good deck, so let's give it a shot. Um, I wasn't able to play it before in the past because it's in my opinion, a pretty expensive deck. Excuse me, to craft, and even then, I don't have all the cards that are in that deck list that was shown. Um, One of them being a unique that I don't have. I can't remember the name of it. So I had like cards like Shornhelm Champion. I didn't have any of those, and I only had enough to craft one because I had to use the rest to craft all my Iliac Sorcerers. I had none of those. And then I also had to craft a Breton Conjurer because I only had one of those. So most of my stuff, most of my gems were spent on that. So I think there's a couple things you can switch out as well. Like if you don't have enough of, let's say, uh, Breton Conjurers, but you have the Blackworm Necromancer, that would be, I don't know how to spell. That would be, sorry about the shaky camera, guys. That would be a good card to add in, I believe, to add into this deck. I think it would fit well. Um, the games that I played, I find myself having to control more than I'd like because, setting up a lot of these combos takes a little bit of time. Um, so you do find yourself behind in life quite a bit, at least I do. But you can definitely be aggressive. But if it's just a card to add if you don't have some of the epics. Um, we'll go through this deck list. I don't normally do this, but we'll do this. Let's try to make enough time to do another video. I know I talk a lot. I've already spent almost 3 minutes talking. So this is currently what I have in the deck list. Run 3 Firebolts. These are really good in this deck because you can use it to trigger stuff like your Breton Conjurer or knocking your ward off your Daggerfall Mage to get the Tome Alterations, or just good removal, or knocking a ward off some other your opponent's creatures. Iliac Sorcerer. I haven't found yet that I've really gotten great value out of this card. As they're more annoying than anything for the opponent because I think I've gotten them to 4 damage, 4 toughness at the most. And I'm sure using stuff like Daedric Dagger and your Tome of Alterations on that, I'm probably not using them as wisely as I should. Daedric Dagger, uh, a good card for, to put on your Iliac Sorcerer or Wardcraft or any low creature card, to give them lethal to get rid of a form of removal, I believe. Of course, you can use it in combo with your Mentor's Ring as well to give all of your creatures lethal. Shrieking Harpy, just a good card. Good, it's a prophecy. I'm not. It's not a card you'd have to run in this deck. I don't think. I'm sure there's other cards that you can run in this deck. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything. Just I'd really have to look. Maybe I don't know if Dark Rift would fit in this deck. But there's other cards you can probably replace it with. But it is a good card to help control the board a little bit better. Wardcrafter, pretty self-explanatory. This is a Ward Sorcerer deck, so you want to be creating wards. Windkeep Spell Sword, just a good 2-drop, and also has ward. Cunning Ally helps produce the Firebolts. Daggerfall Mage, you're getting a Tome of Alterations out of them. Of course, it has ward as well. I only have 2 of these. Deck list I see, and I don't believe it runs 3. Guess you could run 3 if you wanted to. Haunting Spirit helps buff up creatures like Illiac Sorcerer, and that's another combo I probably don't do well. But it's a good 3-drop in the endurance category. You probably could replace that with, not if you'd want to, but the Black Room Necromancer. Mummify, we're not running any kind of removal really or silence in this deck, so that's a good card to have, I believe. I think there's another 0 cost, is it? Yeah, Suppress. You could probably run Suppress if you'd want to. But Mummify really helps when they drop real big creatures like a, uh, I always call it His Protector. I don't know why, but Preserver of the Root, and they drop that down on turn 7. You can knock it down to a 2/2 and do a firebolt on it if you want, or just knock it down to a 2/2, whatever. That's saved me in quite a bit of matches actually from lethal. Bright Cruncher we talked about a little bit ago. This combos well with cards like Firestorm and Ice Storm. You can trigger it with Firebolt. I've been able to get this off a couple times during a match. Spawning 2/5/5 Aetronox with guard is pretty good. Firestorm, really helps clean out a lane. 4 costs a little high. It's Big Brother right above it. I'd say is the Burn and Pillage that costs 5. That depending on how many, you can get 5 damage out of that thing. So I think maybe this can go down to 3 cost. I don't know. That might be a little OP, but it's a good card nonetheless. Firebolt, self-explanatory, good prophecy. You can hold these in your deck just to surprise lethal your opponent. Restless Templar, good card, getting some health. You can of course use your Firebolts to trigger that, or your Firestorm, or even your Ice Storm to get that health back. Mentor's Ring I found that is a really good combo with Night Shadow. And I was thinking about running another one of these just because it's so nice to have at towards the end of the game to get your health back up. And in fact, I mean, gosh, today 3 out of the 4 times that I've done that combo where I've put Mentor's Ring on this and gave all my creatures on the board drain, 3 out of the 4 opponents I was playing just conceded. So it's a nice little combo. And of course, giving every creature on the board ward and having Hiking Emmerich in your hand, being able to get lots of damage out of him is really good as well. Shadow Fiend Priest, gotta have some silence. I'm sorry I outspoke saying that was our only silence. Good card to run, in general, and then also, if you're running up against people who are playing support cards. Going up against the Scout, most people playing Scout don't prematurely throw out their Hissgroves. Unless it's their only play. I mean, if they're going up against an endurance deck, most of them won't do it. So you don't get much value out of it against. You do. You're silencing a lot of their guards. Shornhelm Champion. I should be running probably 3 of these, I believe, but I don't have enough to craft anymore. I only got the one. Hiking Emmerich card you should run in this deck. I don't think you get this card for free either. I've been out of the. I haven't really kept up on what you get through the story. I apologize. I should probably do a little research on that and have that be a part of my beginner series. It's been a while since I did a beginner video. Ice Storm, very good. Potential removal. Yeah, I've wiped many boards with this, and if you got lots of wards out, it doesn't really affect you that much. Night Shadow, talked about this, really good in-game card. Nahagleave, again, another good in-game card if you happen to get it. We can only run one, so chances of getting it are not that high. And then Blood Magic Lord, just once again, just to kind of seal the in-game, late game, where if you happen to be going late into the game, these just really help you out. So those are the cards. Plenty of time in through the video there to pause that and take a snapshot, or I recommend going to legenddex.com, or I'll try to find that article and I'll leave a link to it. Totally all credit goes to CVH. That guy's a really good content creator. I appreciate everything that he does. So you can consider this a shout out, I guess. So yeah. We're at 10 minutes, so we'll go ahead and play a game. Hopefully we win. If not, I guess it really doesn't matter. It is, I don't really, when I do videos like this, I know, I'm not sure if most people want to watch a winning game or if they'd rather watch a game where they get to see a lot of the good qualities come out in the deck. And me personally, as long as I play a match where I'm able to show you guys a lot of the good qualities of the deck, I'm happy, win or lose. Um, and I'm not the greatest at this game. I think the top rank I've ever made was like 200 or no, I think it was 150. Which, I mean, comparatively speaking, isn't that good. Not a lot of people playing the game right now either. I don't know what the exact number is, but I come across quite a bit of people that I've played against before. So playing against Malakwa today. I don't recall ever playing Malakwa, but nice to see a new face. Okay, so we'll throw away Ice Storm to early Restless Templar. Throw that away too. Got a little source mirror match here, so I admit that I am not set. So these are the two cards obviously you want to have at the beginning, right? So and to have Wardcrafter to ward him back up is nice, and he'll probably throw in this lane to dodge that. So we just throw our other Iliac over here. Okay, makes sense. So hopefully that goes face, doesn't get rid of this, and we can just reward it. And I think that's what we're gonna do. Disclaimer, guys, I'm sure I'm going to make a lot of misplays. I am typically not that good against mirror matches. It doesn't look like he's having the exact same deck as us, but so I apologize. I just really want to bring out the qualities in this deck. So yeah, let's go ahead and just roll the dice. It's 50-50 shot here, and of course if it does, it's not the end of the world. We can throw out another Iliac. Okay. So that's good. Let's go ahead and let's establish creatures in both lanes. So again, I typically don't get the Iliac sorcerers that high in toughness. Let's see here. He's probably got a firebolt. Debating if I should throw this down. He's probably going to swing into this and firebolt it next turn. Although we could do Windkeep Spellsword and Iliac, but that would leave us only with 2 cards. Once again, let's just roll the dice. Nice, always good when that hits. So this is the highest I've ever got this guy, and pretty sure that's a sign of it's getting firebolted, or that same diff. Okay, all right. Cost him a lot of magicka to do that, so that's really good. And we do have firebolt, so we can take that out. I'm not too interested in breaking a ruin here. We're not really in a very good position. I'm not sure if I'm wasting this or not, but I feel a lot more comfortable with it not being on the board. We'll go ahead and see next turn's 5 magicka. Yeah, might as well get this guy down as soon as possible and get the most value out of him. So next turn, hopefully he lays down a big creature and we can just firebolt it and keep some tempo going. Throw down Night Shadow the turn after. Okay, so he's asking us to hit that. And we will. I mean, why not, right? We could silence that, but I feel it's kind of a waste. I'd really like to save this for something a little bit more viable. We'll just go ahead and let him swing that wherever he wants. But we're going to do this. And I could have silenced that as well just to not give him 0 cost, but um, we'll go ahead and break a run. But only 1 run. And probably good to lay this down just to get a creature on the board. We do have lightning bolt next turn. Because he could potentially remove 2 creatures with that. This is probably totally a misplay, but I'm just going to do it. I like to live dangerously. Yeah. So. Okay. Alright, so we'll save our lightning bolt for whatever came of that. Hopefully it's not the, oh wow. Alright, so. Okay, Night Shadow, definitely going to go down. Alright, so this is a combo I was talking about. Hopefully we get to pull this off, is the Night Shadow Mentor's Ring. We can't play it this turn, so what we're going to do is, oh, what are we going to do? I think we just go face and hopefully get, see, we'll go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That gets him down to 10 health. And we can 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost lethal him the turn after. That's assuming he doesn't have any of those big guards out of those. He's only going to have 7 Magicka. Throws down the 7/5 with ward, and we can just go face. You know, and that's hoping we don't break any prophecy, or, you know, or get any. He doesn't get any prophecies. Yeah, I think we just go face. A little bit dangerous, but I really, really want to do it for some reason. Okay, there goes the prophecy. Not bad, you know, breaking 3 runes. Alright. And I think the only thing that would ruin our plans here is if he had a silence. Unless he went lightning bolt, firebolt, but that would waste most of his turn. It would be unfortunate. Okay, cool. Figured he had one of those. So we can't do both Mentor's Ring and Lightning Bolt this turn, but we definitely will do Mentor's Ring. I mean, just to buff this guy up. I would have much rather done it with a bigger board. Actually, I think what we should do is Lightning Bolt and trade in here, just so we can hit 6 to the face. Then maybe get a sneak attack with this guy with Mentor's Ring. Let's see here. Because if we buff him up with this Mentor's Ring, we'll get breakthrough. So if we do that, it puts him up to 8 health. Trade in leaves us with 3 health. Won't be able to kill him with that. We'll break through 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4. Swinging with this is going to be 6. Okay, so we'll be able to kill him with Lightning Bolt next turn. So I think we'll just go ahead and do that and get a little drain. So do this. Do this. And hopefully he doesn't heal and we could just lightning bolt him next turn. Pretty sure he's going to take all efforts to get rid of this guy, which is not much effort if he has a firebolt in hand, or even a lightning bolt for that matter. Okay. Okay, so he thinks he has the game sealed because of that, so that's good for us. Cool. Alright guys, well, you've seen the power of the Sorcerer, Ward Sorcerer deck. Even though, you know, I know I had some misplays, it was a nice match. We'll go ahead and check out our rewards. We're at 20-minute video. I think that's long enough. I don't like to do videos that are too long. I feel like most people don't want to see half-hour videos. stuck in the snake bit. I was halfway up, but 35 gold. That's higher than usual. And a forearm defender, nice. Cool. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give the deck a try. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Any other decks that you'd like to see, please send me a shout out. I do own, I think I'm up to 86% of the cards now. So that being said, there's still a lot that I don't own, but you know, it pushes me to make a little more budget oriented decks. So if you guys would like to see something, please let me know. I'd love to do them. You know, and if you have any questions about this deck, something that might fit better with, you know, if you don't have some of those epic cards, just let me know and I'll give you my best advice I possibly can. So until next time, guys, good luck and have fun.